It came from the dollar store. This is episode 2 of the now ongoing series where we look at the black box of mystery. I think we're still working on the name of that box. To find a series of things that you can find in your local dollar store. That's exactly where I picked up the items that you see or don't see inside this box. I found them at several different dollar stores. And every single one of these episodes, I open up the big box of mystery very difficultly because I painted the box. And we are going to pull out 5 items. That's how it works now in this episode segment. We're going to pull out 5 episodes or 5 items inside the box. We're going to discuss some of the trinkets that I found at local dollar stores. That's basically the format that we're working with. So let's reach in and grab 5 items and we'll discuss. I don't know what all these are because somebody keeps stocking these, so I'm just going to reach and grab this first one that's sticking out at the top here. And we have Morphobot. Action figurine, that's Francais. It's recommended for ages 5 and up. Morphobot. Small parts not for children under 3 years of age. Also probably contains lead paint. On the back, shows you how to transform it. There's, looks like 3 different ones to choose from. Finished robot mode, finished robot mode, finished robot mode. There's 3. Alright, so let's grab Morphobot. Open up the package. Grab the figurine. Oh, it actually has a little twist tie. Spared no expense, I see. Go ahead and clip that. I'm using some, if anybody ever wants to know how to clip those little wires and stuff like that, I usually use just like nail clippers. It's easy, it's inexpensive. That's what I use. That's the tips of the trade right there. And we'll just take that off. We don't need it anymore. I don't have no use for it. Put that over to the side with the packaging for Morphobot. And here we have Morphobot. Now, I'm sure it's probably a knockoff to something. It looks like it's got a lion for the head. Well, then you got the robot head at the top here. Does it have posability? Some, but at the expense that I feel like it's going to break when I'm doing it. It looks like these possibly tab out. I don't know. Posability in the legs, the knees, somewhat. I don't know. But let's see if we can transform it. Now, I don't know, Morphobot, how many steps are actually required? Probably not many. Maybe I could even do this without the instructions. Oh, dare I try without the instructions? Let's try. I'm going to hinge these little legs out. And we're going to bring this out. I'm assuming this hinges upward. Alright, because there's a little hinge here, hinge on the bottom. That pulls out like so. The arms, the legs, I should say, come down. Kind of looks a little bit like a lion. And bring the legs down somewhat. Okay. All right, and then a tail. And I think that's the finished Morphobot as a lion. I'm guaranteed. I'm thinking to myself, this has been used for something. A transformer scaled down. This is Morphobot. Piece of crap? What do you think? Let me know down below. Alright, continuing, let's grab another one. And let's kind of just get deep. Let's get deep in there. Deep, deep, deep in the box. And we are going to grab, what do we got here? We got Dinotrux. It's a dinosaur. Apparently it's a tool as well. It's like a little wrench. It could be Grouter. It could be Mezclador. It could be Legriff. I think those are all different languages. It's Reptool. I see what they did there. Reptool rollers. There's the back side of it there. There's several different to choose from. It actually came from Mattel and DreamWorks 2017. That doesn't seem right. 2017 Dinotrux? That's recent. 2016 up at the top there. www.dinotrux.com. Not recommended for ages 0 to 3. Okay, so let's open this up. Dinotrux. No idea. Please tell me that there's more to this than what I'm looking at right now. Well, it's a wrench, an adjustable wrench. It has legs and an eye. It looks like something Jim Henson would have made. And then it's got like a little ball bearing on the little belly, whatever you would call it, of this. Please tell me it actually does more than what we're looking at right now. Any posability? None. Nothing. Paint's pretty good, I'll give it that, but absolutely no posability. I can't even say it really rolls all that well either. I feel like I'm more just sliding it than I'm actually doing anything with it. It feels like I want to think that it would spark or something, but I know we don't do that anymore in toys nowadays. That's for kids in the 80s when we were indestructible. Dino Trucks. I'm not feeling it, I have to admit. It's a wrench, I get it. The rest of it's sort of lame. Dino Trucks. I'm going to grab this one from the top. This kind of caught my eye. This is Operation Battle Fire. It's an action soldier. It really crawls. Look out. Highly detailed action figure, realistic weapons, 3-piece, wind up, nothing on the back. Okay, we don't need to. I'm sold from the front. I don't necessarily need anything going on in the back. Let's open up Battle Fire. Operation Battle Fire. Action soldier. And again, if you are just tuning in now, I don't know how that's possible, but it came from the dollar store. All this stuff came from some dollar store, some variety of store, all with the dollar in mind. It could be $1 or $2. There's places called Dollar Tree. I'm getting crumbs everywhere. Where's these crumbs coming from? Is this just glue? Just wipe that away. There we go. But needless to say, these are all from the dollar store of some variety. Now he comes with all these extra. He comes with a grenade. And he comes with like a little pistol. Danged if I'd be able to find a place on him that he could actually store any of these things. It's like an add-on to, you get a garage, you get a pool, but you don't get a house. It's just add-ons for unnecessary. There's his face, kind of a creepy looking face. He's got himself, I don't know if that would be an M16. Does this come out? I don't think so. If it does, I guess, let's see. No, it does not work that way. Does not work that way. Grenade. I don't know if I would want to be a soldier crawling around. Oh, I better. Ooh, the pin. At least the pin wasn't pulled on that. I don't know if I'd be a soldier though, crawling around with a grenade in my hand. I feel like any stance of holding a grenade, you'd want to be on full legs, being able to move, where you can immediately jump up and run. Can't really do that when you're crouching down. All right, let's get the weapon back in his hand. So, extra accessories, waste of time. We don't need those. But let's see if he actually crawls. That's the draw of this toy. If it can't do that, I cry foul. I probably should realize the error of my ways. I should have never taken that weapon out of his hand. Now he just doesn't really quite hold it. But we're going to wind it up. I have to admit, at least the paint, other than the fact that there's screws on the underbelly of him, he's pretty nicely painted for dollar store standards. I'm going to wind this guy up. I'm holding his waist, basically, so he's not going to move on me. Especially with a firearm in his hand. I can't be having some soldier flailing around with a live firearm in his hand. Okay, so I'm going to put him down. And we're going to actually see if he crawls. If he crawls, I consider successful. If he doesn't crawl, there's no future for you as a soldier. Well, he crawls. One could also say he just flops around like a fish on land. But I guess for what he's supposed to do, wind-up action figure, what's this one called? I have to even look at the box. This was Operation Battle Fire Action Soldier. I guess it lived up to its name. It did have action, and it was a soldier. All right, we'll give you that one. We'll give you that one, dollar store. We'll give you that one. Let's grab another one here. I'm having fun doing this. This is Extreme Action Fighters. from Toy Galaxy. It's recommended for ages 3 and up. This was actually from your dollar store, not my dollar store, your dollar store, for $1. Apparently, Extreme Action Fighters are also enlisting vampires. Do these not look like vampires to you? There's one up there. He's got his shorts say dragon, and it actually does say $1. Well, it says your dollar store with more. That's how they rope you in. I'm gonna pay $1. Not quite, mister. This one happens to be $1. And it says Rextra on the front. He's got some tattoos. I think nothing on the back. All right, let's get this open up. Extreme Action Fighters. If you guys love this new series of videos on this channel, let me know down below. I kind of like to mix it up from time to time. Not always collectibles and blind boxes, subscription boxes. We like to mix it up from time to time. Can't mix it up any more than Extreme Fighters, let me tell you. Okay, so I'm going to put him there for a second. He does come with a rather interesting belt. The belt actually is not that far off from some of the belts that we would get from like the Mattel line of WWE figures. It says, it doesn't say anything actually. I thought it said WNN, but then I realized that was just decorative. Okay, you know what? I may go on a limb and say for $1, I would almost pick these guys up just for the belts. Just for the belts. Because the belts are pretty cool, I have to admit. You know, for what they are, the belts are pretty neat. For being plastic on soft plastic. Pretty cool. Okay, I'll give you this so far. Extreme Action Fighters. Now let's have a look at the fighter himself. Which, you know what? From it goes for a dollar store figure, it's actually pretty good. I see, yes, big noticeable screws on the back, but at least they didn't phone it in. It looks like it's actually pretty good. The sculpt, granted, yes, he has an elongated head. It looked like somebody took his head and just kind of squished it like a grape. But, you know, he's got some good tattoos going on there. Yeah, okay, a little bit of a dragon. I don't know what's going on. It looks like some angel. Looks like some angel blessing you or holding an electric razor. I can't tell which one. Does it pose? You can actually do stuff with it? Yeah, okay. Arms, elbows, legs, knees. Wow, you get a whole lot going on here. I wouldn't be bending the knee too much. It looks like it's going to split the leg. And there's his feet. Which apparently he has nothing but big toes. No, he has one big toe. But the other toes are all competing for the head of the foot. You know what? I have to admit, I'm a bit surprised. This one turned out to be passable. Passable, which in the hopes of doing these videos, you guys can let me know down below, of the 5 things that we're looking at in these videos, what do you think is the most worth it for being a dollar store item? That's kind of what we're going at here. I would say so far, this guy is worth the price of admission. For $1, not bad. I got crumbs everywhere. I don't know where these crumbs are coming from. Plastic, perhaps. But I think the belt is the keeper. So, to you, sir, you may be the best toy from the Mystery Box of Wonder. Still working on the name of the box. And then lastly, let's grab... Again, I can't quite see everything here. I'm going to just kind of feel around. I'd be curious to know who actually fills this box. It's not me. The next one we have is Banbao. Banbao. It's from Echo Farm. It was $3 over at Dollarama. It has 27 pieces, so it's a build set. Looks like we got a horse. We got some straw, or it looks like corn. It could be hay. I don't know. And it comes with a little basket, a little cart. Choking hazard. Small parts not for children under 3 years of age. There's the back of it right there. Banbao. Banbao? B-A-N-B-A-U. B-A-O, I should say. Banbao? Banbao. How many times more is he going to say that? Banbao. Alright, so let's wipe away all this residual. And let's get this opened up. I was going to say, I hope it comes with instructions. Luckily, it seems to. And everything inside is loosey-goosey. Take the bag, I'm going to throw that over there. And let's see if we can build this Banbao. Apparently you have to build the horse too, which is surprising, but oh well. First, it looks like we're going to build ourselves the cart. Now let's check quality here. It has an interesting symbol on here. Banbao, I don't know. It doesn't feel cheap, like it doesn't feel like a flimsy... It feels about the same as a regular Lego, I have to admit. So some points can be made there. And then you've got the pieces. So we're going to build this. I don't think it's going to take very long. It's a very small build. I can literally see all the pieces that I have to use in front of me. So I think it's going to be fairly straightforward. And I might also add the instructions seem pretty straightforward as well. I'm going to take a couple of smooth pieces. That's going to connect everything. We're building right now the sides of the wagon, or cart. That's one side. I feel like we have to do it on the other side. Yes, we do. Do it on the same. We do the exact same thing on the other side, on the flip side, if you will. So we'll go ahead and attach those, like so, and like so. And one more. There we go. Okay, then we go ahead and add the flat pieces once again. A sense of deja vu, perhaps. We've done this already. That goes on either side. Got ourselves the makings of a wagon. Now we have to flip over the page. Okay, and then we're going to add... How are we doing this here? We're going to add these little pieces. This will hold the wheels. Right? And what else are we doing here? We are going to add this part, a single brick. And then we're going to add these little sides. I guess this is going to be what holds the cart, or this is going to be what the horse is going to be pulling. Goes on either side. Okay, not bad so far. And now we're going to add the wheels. Again, the wheels, I have to admit, not flimsy. They don't feel like they're thin plastic. Those are going to go on either side. There's one wheel. Spin, spin, spin. Camera didn't focus to that. Spin it, though, nonetheless. And wheel, spin, spin, spin. Pretty impressive so far, I have to admit. Okay, so now we're going to build ourselves a horse. Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You sneaks. Horse is already finished. You have to build the horse. Here, though, it looks like I actually have to build the horse. I have to put the two halves together. No, it's already done. Joke's on you, suckers. I'm going to go ahead and put the saddle in there. And then we are going to take these two parts. And I just want to make sure I've got it going the right way here. Don't want to look like an idiot after all. That's going to go on one side. This is going to go onto the other side. Just like so. Is that correct? It goes on the top rather than the bottom? Apparently so. That's what it looks like right now. Then we are going to attach these sides. And I might actually have to hold this. There we go, there's one. I don't know why I have to make so much noise. There's the other one. Now we've got a horse, we've got a cart. Now we have to fill it. Well, included inside as well are two, I'm thinking that's corn. It looks somewhat vaguely like corn, and it does peg in. You could either have it loose, or you could have it, I don't know how the corn manages to stand up on its own, but you can also peg the corn into the cart. The corn is very, very loose, very bendable, feels a little on the cheap side. But that, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, is the cart. And the horse. I have to admit, actually, it's pretty good. Now, this one was a little bit more, granted, than the wrestler fighter guy over there. That guy was $1. This was $3. Still, if this was a Lego build, which it clearly isn't, if this was a Lego build, it probably would be about $5. It probably would give you a little bit more, too, than just this. So it's debatable whether there's value in this being $3. And for just good measures, they gave us an extra piece, too, which I don't think, I'm looking on here. No, it doesn't look like we need that piece for anything. It just is an extra piece. This I'm going to give to, I don't know, I'll just throw this to the black hole. Black hole will figure it out. So overall, let's have a look at the pieces that we got here. Okay, soldier, fighter, yeah. Morphobot, Lamo, Dino, something. I would have to say, probably from this Mod Podge of things that we grabbed from the Mystery Box of Wonder, still working on the title. I would say either the fighter, for being $1, that's not bad. And considering I got also a little title, those titles, this will go a long way. I would probably be inclined to go back and buy more of these guys just to get more of these belts. Because these belts, you could really make use of them for like G.I. Joes. Or you could have John Cena defending for the, or trying to get the, whatever title this would be. This would be the Intergalactic Mystery title. I really got to work on names for things. I also happen to think that the cart with the corn is pretty good too for $3. But let me know down below, guys, of these items that we looked at from the Mystery Box of Wonder, what would you say is the best item from just this random selection of stuff that we grabbed? It came from the dollar store. We were having a look at 5 new items, as this was It Came from the Dollar Store episode 2. If you guys like these kind of videos, let me know down below in the comments section what would you also think is the best item from the 5 items that we looked at. And as well, you subscribe to this channel so you'll never miss a beat when it comes to future videos. As always, guys, thanks for watching. See you next time.